From my perspective, I think the question, if to summarise, shall we say, would be looking back on the last 25 years and also thinking about the now moment and the future moment, obviously. What advice would you give to any prospective senior marketer who's about to make the step up or evaluate the job as a CMO in another organisation? What are the signals they should be looking for to take that job?
It's really interesting because there's the strategic thinking space and formally literally baking time into your calendar to devote time to that, I think. And I think it's quite a tough transition to make, which is where by default you're moving from a naturally slightly more operational role to a more senior role where you just cannot afford to get into too much of the weeds and too much of the operational stuff. I think part of it as well is not being afraid to ask really pointed questions of people, because, and that might sound really obvious, but actually I think, there's a danger that we all waste a lot of time by not posing the right questions up front around, in this instance, in terms of changing jobs, actually about the role. Why is it brilliant and why does it suck some days? Yeah. Because it does, and it can. In the same way as I would say, the best way that really great agency partners can behave is by asking pointed questions as well, because then you don't waste any time in potentially going down the wrong route. And it's the easiest way to help add value to a marketer that needs help. We're not all brilliant at everything. So I think asking really, really pointed questions and then not sweating the small stuff. If I were looking at my 25-year-old self, Mirza, the Sarah Speake that was very green about the lugs in comparison to now, I think my advice would be, and in my view, this isn't just about making the leap to a CMO, this is a kind of general advice, which is, even when you've made that leap, how's about you try doing everything at 90%, not 150? Because I guarantee the only person that will notice the difference is you.